Starting a YouTube channel can be quite stressful and overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Here's how. Also, do you really want to miss an opportunity to be one of the first subscribers of It's Just Fashion YouTube channel? I don't think you do. So click that subscribe button, won't you? Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Aurora and welcome to this video. Today I want to share with you the list of my top favorite YouTubers who inspired me to open my own channel and who helped me to find my own niche. This video will be divided into two parts. The first part will be the list and a short bio of every YouTuber, and the second part will be the reasons why I chose those people and what are some common traits in all of them that inspire me so much. So let's dive right into it, shall we? With whom should I start? I don't want to make a top tier of my favorite YouTubers. I love them all equally. The most helpful way to organize this list for me is to divide YouTubers by the language that they speak. The language itself is something that's quite important to me, and I will talk about that in the second part of the video. Let's start with Best Dressed, aka Ashley. I love that girl. She's super sweet, very talented filmmaker, and I just love her thrift flip videos. Also, her personality itself is quite catchy and so relatable. I just find myself hypnotized when watching her videos because sometimes it just feels like I'm inside her head and she's inside of mine as well. Next, I want to mention Audrey Coyne. She's a slow fashionista as well, but I love her so much because of her calmness and because of her way of speaking, and it really calms your nerves to watch her videos. And she's so well behaved and has a control over her body and voice and face. After all, she is an opera singer, which explains a lot about it. But as someone who struggles with sounding eloquent quite often, I love her watching her videos because at the same time I can enjoy my love for slow fashion while learning some tips and tricks on how to sound more eloquent. The next one we have A Small Wardrobe. I don't know her real name because I'm not her Patreon subscriber, but she's an ex-art teacher who quit her job and moved to the countryside, and she's just having her best time. She's all about minimalism and slow fashion, but she made a spin on it because she loves luxurious things, expensive feeling things, and shiny things, but she only has few of those and she wears them every day, appreciating special things in your everyday life. And she's also quite quirky as well. Then we have Erin Elizabeth, a Canadian minimalist slow fashion YouTuber who I love quite much. Her style is quite similar to mine, you know, polka dots all day, every day, and that kind of stuff. I've been digging her lifestyle podcast since it started a few months ago. It just feels like having a cup of coffee with your friend after a long day, and it's really inspiring to listen to. Speaking about Canadian YouTubers, I have to mention Elizabeth Temple, who even had a guest appearance on the podcast of Erin Elizabeth. I just love that woman. She's a stylist, and the thing that she does with her personal style is that she just loves to shop her own closet. I love that idea. I think that it's brilliant. It's a variation on the Still That Style kind of videos, but instead of just seeing, oh, she bought those pants here, so I have to go there and buy them, she teaches you how to recognize similar items in your own wardrobe so you could use them instead and just make the most out of the things that you already have. Next, I want to mention Jenny Mustard, who's a European YouTuber, very androgynous. I just love her unisex, edgy, dark style, and I just love that dose of feminism that she sparkles on top of it, and social justice as well. So her videos also always fun to watch. Next we have Kristen Leo, a Greek YouTuber. I already mentioned her in my latest video. She is a vegan slow fashionista, let's say. She has her own Depop shop where she sells some of the gems that she finds in Greek secondhand shops. She is also a huge advocate for slow fashion and for anti-capitalism, environmentalism, veganism, and things like that. She's actually very vocal about it, and I'm impressed with how much she actually kind of accomplished, even in Greece, where things aren't so progressive as in the other parts of the West world. The last European YouTuber I'm gonna mention is Justine Leconte. She's a French YouTuber, a designer, a, just a beautiful human being. I adore her accent. I think she's just so cute, and I love her series on how to recognize the quality pieces in stores so you could buy things that will actually last you a long time and it will be faithful to you, let's say. I have to make two honorable mentions here though. I already mentioned two Canadian YouTubers. I have to mention another one, even though she has absolutely nothing to do with slow fashion or things like that. But she is my colleague by degree, and that's Christine without H, or simply Neological. I love that woman. She gave me a permission, let's say, to follow my dreams, and she taught me that it's okay to be both, that it's okay to be a scientist, to be an academic, to be a sociologist, to be exact. But in the same time, you can also be this quirky girl who paints her nails or dresses up, and that won't affect your professional career as long as you don't let it to. So I had a huge boost of confidence because of her words of encouragement. So there's that. And lastly, I have to mention Sofia Nargar. I loved Sofia even before she moved from BuzzFeed. She's one of the YouTubers that I first started to religiously watch, let's say. So there's that. I'm even wearing today her lipstick, which is just, wow, the first item of YouTuber merch that I ever got, so it means quite a lot to me. I'm actually wearing Bury Me in lipstick, cream lipstick, as you can see. It's quite beautiful. I love that shade so much. I think I have around 10 lipsticks in that same exact color from before, but they're not from Sofia, so this is only for special occasions such as filming this video. I'm not wearing any other makeup than that, and I feel fabulous. Anyway, now let's talk about the niche. As you probably noticed in the first part of the video, most of the YouTubers, if not all, were all about slow fashion, smart fashion, sustainability, environmentalism, and thrifting. I love all of those things. As a kid, I used to wear hand-me-downs from my cousins, from my mother, from my grandma. When I got older, I still continued to do that, and I also started to go to second-hand stores when I started popping up all over the country. I just love finding those precious items that are also so unique and no one else has it but you. In the video that I filmed about all of my outerwear pieces, you can see quite a lot of those second-hand items that were really cheap, but I've been wearing them for years and loving them just like I did the first day I bought them. All of those YouTubers also have a special type of content that I create that teaches you and allows you to live that slow fashion life. I believe that fashion is something that we use in two ways. Firstly, is a way to identify ourselves to other people, to show what kinds of things that we love, what our personality is, what our message to other people is, all first impressions and all of that shit. But also, I believe that fashion has a role in internally in yourself. I believe that fashion shows you who you actually are because it gives you those little doses of serotonin and those little exciting moments when you're getting dressed up or when you see yourself in a mirror and you're all just like, ooh, who's that? I think that all of us need an outlet in our life where we can just be ourselves without having the pressure of the society on us. And it's just something that gives you a spark every day. To be honest, here I'm really missing that since the quarantine started. I'm not such a lover for going outside, but I am a sucker for getting dressed and going outside. It's the only way you can make me go anywhere to tell me that I have to get dressed up. So I do miss that, but I'm finding ways around it. As you can see, I'm quite extravagant today. None of those YouTubers that I mentioned are quite successful. I mean, they all do live from the things they do on YouTube, but they're not having, I don't know, tens of millions of subscribers. Both Christine and Sofia, which I mentioned separately from all of the others, do have quite a following, and Best Dressed is kind of getting there quite fast, and Jenny Mustard as well. But I don't know, they still managed to make it feel like a small channel. I even reached out to all of them when I was starting my channel because I wanted to thank them. I wanted to say to them that they inspired me. I wanted to say to them that they mean quite a lot to me, that their content is making me happy, that it's inspiring me to create my own stuff. And some of them even replied, which was amazing. I'm not gonna say who, so I don't throw under the bus the people who ignored me, because I believe that they had much more important things to do in their life than reply to a fan comment that's gushing about their journey on YouTube. But some of them did respond, and it was just so sweet. They encouraged me to just keep on going. They told me to not give up. They told me that it's gonna be hard, but they wish me all the luck. They told me nothing is quite hard if you actually love what you do, to just keep that passion in mind. And even one day when I become big, or I don't know what, that I should reflect back on this moment and think about the things that do matter to me and why they matter to me, so I don't lose myself in that money and fame and all the things that come with YouTube. Apparently, that's not gonna happen to me. I almost forgot to mention the language thing. I'm from Europe. English is my second language that I started to learn in the first grade of primary school, which was 16, 17 years ago. So that's quite a lot of time, and I did absorb a lot of it, but I'm not so used to expressing myself in that language. Almost all of the entertaining content that I watch or read is in English though, so that helps me quite a lot in my vocabulary skills, but it's still not super easy. One of the things that bothers me is the personality thing. I noticed in myself, and I talked about that with other YouTubers, that your personality does change with language. I see that as a plus, honestly, because I need that distance between myself as Aurora and myself as a YouTuber called It's Just Fashion. So I like that, but it's still quite hard, and you can mess up things, you can mispronounce something, you can mess up a grammar thing or two, sometimes even three. Creating these videos is not only about sharing my passion for fashion, it's also about exercising my skill of speaking. Watching other people who struggle with the same thing but keep on going, all of those people inspired me to start my own channel. It took me a year to decide on name and the niche. I decided that it's going to be about slow fashion and sustainability, but I had to come up with a smart name, and the only name that I could think of was It's Just Fashion. Why? Because It's Just Fashion, have fun with it. It doesn't have to be something expensive, it doesn't have to be something trending, it just have to mean a lot to you. You have to have fun with it, in the days that you just don't want to get out of bed because you're tired or stressed or anything like that. If fashion is that one thing that gets you out of bed, cherish that and use that as a push to get yourself where you want to be in your life. You know that thing that YouTubers always say, go dressed up in the morning and you'll feel so much more productive. I don't do that. I'm wearing sweatpants now because I'm home and I deserve to be comfortable. Okay? Anyway, I did decide on the name of the channel, and then it took me literally a full year before I published my first video, and that first video wasn't even about slow fashion. You have to create guidelines for yourself, but you can be a slave of them. Yes, I want to create content about slow fashion, but it also means educating myself about fashion, which means fashion courses. It also means appreciating things that I already have, hence my outerwear collection video. It also means to have my clothes visible and well organized, hence my wardrobe organization video. And in fashion, it's always important to have inspiration, hence this video that you're watching right now. I just wanted to show you that it's not that hard to find something that you're passionate about and create something out of it. You just need a solid idea of what the thing is, and the way to identify that idea is to identify the things that inspire you in all aspects of your life. For me, that's YouTube, that's secondhand shopping and things like that. I mean, I love YouTube. It's a place where you can connect with anyone anywhere who is also on that platform. It's full of super nice people, charitable people, and creative people who are just dying to share that passion of theirs with the world. Nobody should be judged for that. I believe that everyone deserves to have that little something in their life. It doesn't even have to be YouTube. You can have something totally different that has nothing to do with digital world overall, not even just YouTube. Sharing things that you're passionate about with people that are also passionate about it gives you a safe space. And safe spaces are super important for your mental health and stability. So there's that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I also have to say thank you so much for all those views. I got more than 500 views in all of my videos combined at the moment of filming this video, and my first video of all the videos that I published has more than 300 views. That's insane. I didn't expect that to happen in such a short period of time. I thought that it's gonna take like a year or two to get there, not 2 or 3 months. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found both that video and all the other videos in this helpful, that you liked it. Please comment down below if you have any questions, suggestions, or criticism. Everything is acceptable here, but just be nice. This is a safe place, as we said. Also, do you really want to miss an opportunity to be one of the first subscribers of It's Just Fashion YouTube channel? I don't think you do. So click that subscribe button, won't you? Thank you. Bye.